Also, remember, Luffy is the main character, and he's supposed to be the moral compass of the show, right? And as the moral compass of the show, Luffy doesn't give a shit about it at all, likes it, thinks it's cool. So you have to also remember that too. If you're in Arlong Park, you have no idea on what's going on. Half the time, like, unless you've gotten to like the 500th episode, you have no fucking idea what any of this shit is. You do not recognize a single one of these characters. We'll do the personal news. Okay. It's Friday. I gotta do my personal news. Anyway, I played basketball. I watched One Piece. I am almost at the end of the I mean, they're leaving the fucking prison now. They're leaving the prison. And it is you know, it's been a really fun arc. It's been really good. Impel down. I have so many thoughts. Okay, here. I'll just say, let me pause real quick. One Piece update. Quick One Piece update. Okay. Quick One Piece update. At first, when I was watching and Sanji went to the queer island, I thought, oh man, that's kind of sad. Like, I feel like maybe Oda is a bit transphobic, or he like is leaning into the trans women, or possibly, I can't tell, because like they don't really ever specify it, but there's basically an island. There's basically an island of you know, full of, I don't know if they're trans because they don't really talk about it, or if they're drag queens, or, you know, or just cross-dressing, you know what I mean? But basically, at first, you go onto this island and you're like, you know, Sanji thinks everyone is a cis woman, and it's like not really expected that there's only been a couple non-binary or like, you know, androgynous, I guess, characters thus far in the entire sequence. It's been 500 fucking episodes, right? So you don't even expect there to be like trans characters, you know, trans, non-binary characters, drag queens, all that sort of stuff. So Sanji lands on this fucking island and he thinks everyone is like all these sexy ladies. And then it turns out like there's a big reveal where they're all actually, you know, kind of burly, queer folk that are, I can't tell if they're, and I'm not trying to be like inappropriate, but I can't tell if they're like, the way that they describe it, you can't really tell if they are actually like trans women or if they're just like doing drag, you know what I mean? Like you don't really get to see it, but there's like, obviously that's a stereotype, you know? And then another like negative anti-trans stereotype is also that like, we just know that they're queer, right? And then another negative stereotype is like, oh, that like trans people and like people that do drag are like very pushy and like predatory, right? That's another negative stereotype associated with, you know, trans people, right? So is it offensive to say bricked? Yes. I mean, but bricked is like such an, you know, internal, like inside of the trans community terminology that like when you use it, it's just like kind of feels like you probably are with it, or with the culture at least, or knowledgeable over it. Anyway, but like, so yeah, they're more bricked up than the TERF convention, okay? But regardless, right? Regardless, like they're drawn that way. Okay? So at first you're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, because Sanji immediately is like, wait a minute. Like, these guys are not, you know, women type shit, right? He's on that shit. And at first I thought, oh no, Oda is like transphobic maybe? But then I found out that it certainly is not the case. Because one of the greatest characters and spoiler alert here, right? One of the better characters, one of the cooler characters that we meet in the prison is Eva. Now, Bon Clay is great too. Bon Clay is like, a little annoying at times, but like a great character overall. And Bon Clay is, I think Bon Clay technically is trans or also non-binary. I don't know. Bon Clay, like, it's never really discussed, but like, Bon Clay openly says that they're queer. You know what I mean? Like, they openly say they're queer. And Ivankov as well is like called the queen of the queers. And this sequence is like very interesting because like I've never seen this level of trans and queer representation in an anime ever in my entire life. And not only that, but also Imperial Ivankov, the character that I'm talking about, and like it was also 20 years ago, by the way, which is crazy. Not 20, but 10 years ago at this point. It's insane that. Oh, let me see if there's like video footage I can show you.
In my life, anyone ever forgot my face. I don't care if you lost your memory. Society.
So this is like this is like the party area. Like there's a little bit of spoilers, but I just want to show you visually. You won't understand what this is unless you've already seen it. But like basically, and I don't want to spoil it for myself either, so I'm not gonna like look at this that much. But it's crazy that like 10 years ago, Oda was doing 15 years ago. Oda was doing trans representation in fucking manga and anime. That is insane. That is insane to me. Okay? That's like unimaginable. This dude is like everything I see about One Piece makes me feel like he's a communist. Because the Japanese Communist Party is like very, very progressive. It's like one of the most progressive socially parties in the country too. Because he doesn't just do like the classic manga comic relief trope of like the drag queens. He like actually treats these characters like fully fleshed out, full human beings. Not only that, but also revolutionaries, which are the coolest characters, clearly, like objectively on the good side thus far, as far as I understand. Like, they made like a trans commie revolutionary character. Like, that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And I was blown away by it, as someone who's into politics, obviously. That was like crazy. In terms of power level, could you defeat Usopp? Fuck yeah, dude. Maybe not Sniper King, but Usopp, absolutely. Hasan, I love you, but you're gonna make a lot of weebs mad with this take. I don't care. What do you mean? Every time I fucking post like a photo with Connor or Trash Takes podcast, like the QRTs are full of people like who literally unironically are like, we set up a 501c3 to defend lollies. Literally, like there was like a lolly defending brigade. Like, all the QRTs are like fucking either people who are like, oh my God, this is so sick. I'm so excited. I love Hasan's politics and I love, I love anime. You saw Ivanko forcefully trans a dude? Yeah, that was what I was going to say. So there's also that element to it though, which I liken it to like it being in fucking, it being like old and maybe Oda not fully understanding that. Yeah, because yes. Ivankov's power is hormones. Like, so they literally fucking hormone inject people. Like HRT. But remember, it's in fucking 2008, man. Anyone who claims OP is right wing gets blown out of the Impel down arc. It's undeniably leftist and pro career. Yeah. We're talking about like literally a cool ass, positive ass, like trans character who transes people for free. And literally, there are moments where Ivankov straight up says gender is not real. Like, I've never seen that. Are you kidding me? You don't see that in like live action. Bro, there are lines where Ivankov straight up says, you do not have to ever care about gender. Like, that's crazy to me. No one, okay, and I mean no one who would ever. No, this isn't even forcible. This is a positive gender affirmation moment. This is literally positive gender affirmation. The other one is a negative version of it where he like forcibly transes someone. He forcibly transes him too, but then he like loves it. Look, says you have to be a more honest individual. Yeah, there's a line where it's like, one may stray from the path of a man, one may stray from the path of a woman, but there's no straying from the path of a human. Also, remember, Luffy is the main character, and he's supposed to be the moral compass of the show, right? And as the moral compass of the show, Luffy doesn't give a shit about it at all, likes it, thinks it's cool. So you have to also remember that too. Oh yeah, they are Nazis, by the way. Oh, by the way, yeah. Oda, not a leftist, by the way. Literally, the prison is tailored around a Holocaust camp. Well, there's also like a literal Holocaust camp style, concentration camp style fucking prison arc as well that Nico Robin is currently trapped in. But like, they are Nazis. Straight up. They're fucking Nazis. They have Nazi outfits. Look, yeah, she goes, I realized who I really am thanks to you. Anyway, so I'll stick with SpongeBob. Yeah. This is where they explain how gender isn't real. Yeah. Ivankov explains the new comma land.
Skin color, growth, even their emotions. I can remodel people from the inside out, like an engineer of the human body. The candy boys and candy girls you see here have used my help to really kick gender in its sorry pants. Some men became women and some women men, but all of those hang-ups are a thing of the past. In short, those are the kind of miracles we deal in here. I just provide the hormones. Ha ha! Everyone else provides the dream!
If you're in Arlong Park, you have no idea on what's going on. Half the time, like, unless you've gotten to like the 500th episode, you have no fucking idea what any of this shit is. You do not recognize a single one of these characters. Yeah. It literally, if you're at Arlong Park, this looks like an entirely different fucking anime. Like, you're like, what anime is this? It's even drawn different.
Man from earlier into a woman by injecting hormones. I still can't believe that there's a place like this in the middle of a prison. I must be dreaming.
It's not a dream. It's a dreamland. All of these candies you see around here were once lost prisoners who made it here by sheer luck, each with their own story. See, there are hidden
The animation is so ugly, though, I can never get into it. I'll be honest with you. It took me a while to get into the animation as well. Straight up. That part I agree with. It took me a while to get into the animation too. Also, Ivankov is literally modeled after Dr. Frankfurter, Rocky Horror. I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Entrances to New Land on every floor of Impel Down. You just have to keep an eye out for them. There's one at the Bloody Mountain of Needles, one in the Lair of Wild Beasts, one in the Burning Hellfire. There's even one in the mortuary. We use these handy-dandy passages to go wherever we want in this prison to get everything we need. A paradise hiding in the bowels of hell itself. Why the jailers would never believe such an absurdity exists. Despite living in our hidey hole, we still keep tabs on everything that's going on outside. We've got a line in one of the transponder snails, the very same ones the jailers use. That way we're in on all the hip and horrible happenings here in the prison. We also nab newspapers from the garbage so we can keep up with the other parts of the world. And we were totally tuning into Straw Hat Boy's wild ride. It's not every day we get to see a break-in, a break-out, and all sorts of delectable nonsense. We were cheering him on the whole way.
But it seems like this place of yours is gigantic. Where exactly are we?
Oh, this place wasn't always here, I assure you. Some prisoner had a devil fruit power that was good for digging. They were the first to start chipping away at these caverns. They led other prisoners here a long time ago, and bit by bit, the new recruits started building this place together. To paint a picture, this paradise of ours is actually a bit like an ant farm.
Okay, the rest of it doesn't matter, but the gender part is like... Yeah, the rest of it doesn't matter, but the gender part is like really interesting. Have your theater kid friends watch Rocky Horror with you? Yeah. I've never seen Rocky Horror. The point is... that I cannot comprehend how a motherfucker like 15 years ago was writing like pro-trans characters, like trans characters that are like outwardly trans, openly queer, unapologetically queer, who literally were like, you know, cool characters in the fucking show. Yeah, he wrote this in 2009, dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And yeah, there's like obviously gonna be, you know, there's obviously, it's not gonna be perfect. Like there's gonna be issues. You know, the forcible transing of that other guy is like a bit of an issue, right? But it's mind-boggling. Even earlier, if you think about Bon Chan's initial introduction, yeah, Bon Chan, this character right here, Bon Claire is queer, openly. And is like a very colorful, very cool villain. It's almost as if the right wasn't hyper-focused on the issue at the time. What? We're talking about Japan, man. The Japanese right is talking about some entirely different shit. No, I'm not even talking about America. What the fuck? No, it doesn't matter. 2009 content from a cisgender heterosexual man in any part of the fucking planet. Bro, I was transphobic in 2009. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, they're making the bad guy trans. This has been done for decades. Brother, that's not the bad guy. That's a good guy, you fucking idiot. Shut up. You just want to be mad. You haven't even watched the show. You just literally popped off for no reason. He's one of the goodest of guys in the sea of good guys. No, Bon is a villain at first and then is no longer a villain. It's, oh my God. This character is never a villain. Bon is not a villain either. Or in One Piece lore, all the villains become friends. It's like hard to explain. Okay? You're so stupid. Shut up. You have no way. Even as someone who like, you know, is supposedly a leftist who understands subtext, who understands like political analysis through art, you fail so frequently. Stop. Yeah, Bon is never like fully a bad guy anyway. But you know, there's like a brief altercation, but that's pretty much it. Yeah. Damn, Hasan is passionate about One Piece. It's not just that I'm passionate about One Piece. I'm passionate about I I mean, I like One Piece a lot for sure, but I'm passionate about like getting leftists to not be fucking dumbasses. That's what I'm mostly passionate about. The dog. Excuse me, I'm just writing my I'm writing my blast off tweet. I'm passionate about positive leftist portrayed in media. That's why Andor is amazing. Yeah, Andor is great. I was transphobic when I first saw this and haven't watched it since. Thank you for changing my views and having me see this again. Yeah. Bon Clay, a trans character, was introduced in 2001 as a fucking positive character, dude. What the fuck? It's mind-boggling. Bro, let me tell you something, okay? I was transphobic when this fucking shit came out, okay? I was a transphobic person. I had transphobic opinions. Literally, when this was written. Okay? Both of these characters were introduced before gay marriage was legalized in the United States of America. Like, when Bon Clay was introduced as a positive character, that was like literally 7 years before Obama said, yeah, I don't know about gay marriage, dog. Okay? You understand? So, don't be silly. Check this link. What?
Now I'm forcibly feminizing you, bitch. Sorry. You are now going to get forcibly feminized. I am going to, at gunpoint, forcibly feminize you. Now I'm forcibly
Oh my God, when is this from? This is like before I even watch. This is when I said that as a meme, like I didn't even know about One Piece and was, you know. And now I bet that's an old ass YouTube short. That's so funny. Anyway. Daily Wire can't even do the authentic streamer setup. Yeah, I know. I made fun of this. I made fun of this when it first came out. Femboy Agitprop, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Yeah, we'll cover the fucking Brett Cooper saga too. What happened in Silicon Valley? Silicon Valley Bank is in a liquidity crisis. It's fucking awesome. I mean, it's not awesome. It's not great, but like, you know, the financial system is collapsing potentially one more time. So, you like queer representation in film? I mean, I don't really give a shit one way or the other, but when I see it and it's like done well, it makes me happy. You know what I mean? Because it's not about like diversity in media is not what I care about that much, but I do like, I like content for the sake of content. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care. If it makes me feel happy, sad, angry, if it makes me feel things, okay? And then on top of that, there's good representation, all the better. And I think One Piece is perfect at that because it's got really solid politics, including in areas that you wouldn't even expect at a time when you certainly would not even expect it. You know what I mean? Like Oda doing this in 2001, as early as 2001 is crazy. Like crazy. But I guess it makes sense because like a lot of these artists, a lot of these you know, people are left-minded individuals, they're progressive-minded individuals, they're creatives, you know what I mean? It's not all that crazy, even though I feel like, you know, I don't know. I guess it's not that crazy that they're like these guys are gonna be more progressive than the average person. What? You said that to people who think you are Warren Buffett? What do you mean? What did I say to people who think I'm Warren Buffett? I didn't understand what you mean by that. Smoking crack? How do you feel about Buggy now? I still don't like Buggy. Anyway, think about the discourse in 2009 though. Most people were against gay marriage, let alone having a public discussion about whether or not gender is real. Yeah. We're also talking about like we're talking about Japan too. Zoro or Sanji? Zoro. Easy. That's not even a question. Zoro all the way. I'm a Zoro stan, dude. Yes, I know. The one fucking character that I like is the one racist, but, you know, what are you going to do? We watched a Bill Burr clip already? Not yet. We're going to do that. How is Zoro racist? It's a meme, dude. It's a meme. 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 Calm down. It's a meme. Calm down. It's a meme because Zoro always finds himself fighting like the only like the only Zoro fights all the minorities, okay? The people that Zoro ends up fighting are always minorities. That's what it is. That's why. It's a meme, a Mario. Okay. His signature is also the Russian Z. Okay, you're literally out of your fucking mind. Your takes are so bad with anime. The whole point is that stuff. Oh, fuck you. That is not even good bait. Look at what I just got baited by, dude. Your takes are so bad with anime. The whole point with that stuff is literally to run the ad breaks. God damn it, dude. I mean, you guys aren't even trying. What the fuck? At the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with Twitch Prime. Or you can get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Like Gaucho Marks just gifted 10 gifted subs, allowing 10 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. Here is the 3-minute ad break now. Baits that work are good baits. Bro, God forbid a woman tweets something at me, okay? Like, how many people has mentioned Jenilyn Miauri wanting to come on the drip stream so far in the chat? Like, God forbid a woman exists on the internet. Can everybody calm down, dude? Okay, yeah, she can come too. I don't know why she just didn't DM me instead of like writing it in my replies. Holy fuck, dude. The amount of people that responded. The amount of people that are like blasting it in the fucking, is this what the stream is going to look like today? Pretty much we're going to have a recap of this basically. She knew our ability to annoy you was more powerful. Yeah, fucking calm down. BBC will not broadcast Attenborough's episode over right-wing backlash. Didn't they also apologize to... Didn't they also quite literally apologize to J.K. Rowling for calling... Was it... They called her transphobic and then they apologized for it or something? Recently? Yeah, Elon Musk is trying to make a company town. We're going to talk about that. Have you seen the BBC suspended one of their long-running sports presenters for criticizing Tory government's policies? Love that. What is this? BBC will not broadcast the Attenborough episode over fear of right-wing backlash. Decision to make episode about natural destruction available only on iPlayer angers program makers. The BBC has decided not to broadcast an episode of Sir David Attenborough's flagship new series on British wildlife because of fears its themes of the destruction of nature would risk a backlash from Tory politicians and the right-wing press, The Guardian has been told. Very, very nice. Very nice. The decision has angered the program makers and some insiders at the BBC who fear the corporation has bowed to pressure from lobbying groups with dinosaurian ways. The BBC strongly denied this was the case and insisted the episode in question was never intended for broadcast. Attenborough's highly anticipated new series, Wild Isles, looks at the beauty of nature in the British Isles. Must be a short one. What kind of beauty exists in the British Isles, I will never know. Attenborough's narrated by David Attenborough, it is expected to be a hit, with 5 episodes scheduled to go out in primetime slots on BBC One.